Researched human behavior, one question kept bothering me. Why do so many people have the same patterns even when they desperately want to change? People call them personality traits. I wasn't convinced. When I looked deeper, I noticed something else. Many of these so-called personalities were actually survival strategies. People weren't being themselves, they were adapting. That's how I developed the chain creation theory. Instead of treating anxiety, people-pleasing, perfectionism, control, or isolation as a separate problem, I began asking a different question. Where did the chain begin in the first place? Because if every behavior is connected, then healing shouldn't start at the last link. It should start with the first one. Now that discovery changed everything. Think about it. If trauma teaches the nervous system to survive, could we also teach the nervous system to feel safe again? See, that led me to a research I started years ago. In 2023, I started researching Nikola Tesla, the numbers 369 to be specific, and the Solfeggio frequencies. Now, at the time, I had no idea where it would lead. One thing that I did discover is that there was no documentation of Tesla having ever said anything about the 369 method. It was something that started trending in 2010, and you know how people are, they just took it somewhere. Next thing you know, we have 369 journals and all this kind of stuff, but he's never said that, never said anything in regard to it, or the whole famous quote. So what were those numbers associated with? Well, one thing that I did find out is that these numbers were associated with the Solfeggio frequencies, but how exactly and how deep did we go? Well, I found a lot of documentation and just started adding it up because I am very good at pattern recognition, and that is why I came to the conclusion that I came to. Something caught my attention. Every traditional Solfeggio frequency reduces mathematically to either 3, 6, or 9. Not 1, not 2, every single one of them. I couldn't ignore that. So I asked myself, what if these frequencies weren't meant to be used as random? What if they were organized into groups? The first group appeared to focus on the body. First, help the nervous system feel physically safe. Then, support repair and recovery. Only then begin releasing emotional weight, not because that's scientifically proven, but because that's the pattern I observed. Once the body feels safer, the emotional system becomes more flexible. Old patterns become easier to recognize and stress becomes easier to regulate. Now relationships begin changing because we begin changing in the first place. And only after those foundations does the final group make sense to me. Greater clarity, stronger intuition, and a broader awareness of ourselves. I don't believe awareness should come first. I believe safety should come first, then healing, then expansion. Now, as you can see, each frequency has its own alleged properties. When I looked at them together, I couldn't help but notice they seem to form a logical restoration sequence. Whether we're talking about the nervous system, emotional healing, or physical recovery, the pattern was simply too compelling for me to ignore. That's why I call this the 3-6-9 meditation method. It's not that I'm claiming these frequencies cure diseases or anything, and not because I'm claiming my theory is correct. I don't, but I'm inviting people to explore the patterns with me. I would recommend you do what I do if you feel free to do so. Take these frequencies and repeat them in the mornings, the afternoons, and then right before night, and in the order, of course, 3, 6, 9. See what happens. Let me know if it affects you in a certain way. Document it, journal it, whatever. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this out together. The chain creation theory asked one question. Where does the chain begin? That question led me here. If trauma can reshape the nervous system, perhaps intentional repetition combined with specific frequencies can help reshape it again. I'm still researching it, and again, I'm inviting you to come on this journey with me. And by the way, You've experienced this entire presentation in 174 Hz.